So you've got a dog here in Minnetonka, which is just a fantastic place for a four-legged friend. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find that perfect dog trainer, the one who's going to help you and your pup really enjoy everything our community has to offer.
I mean, that's the goal, right? To be able to enjoy all this great stuff around us. We're talking about those nice, calm walks where you're not getting your arm pulled off, and having a dog who can just chill when other people or dogs are nearby. You know, a great companion at home and out and about.
All right, so where do you even start? Well, the first step is figuring out how to tell if a trainer really knows their stuff and if their whole approach is a good match for you and your dog.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's not just about giving out treats. It's really a science-backed way of teaching that encourages your dog to want to make good choices. It builds an amazing bond of trust, and honestly, it's the kindest and most effective way to see those changes last.
Okay, let's talk about that alphabet soup you sometimes see after a trainer's name. It can be a little confusing, I know. Think of CPD-TKA as a really solid all-around certification for general training skills. KPA is also highly respected and has a strong focus on positive reinforcement. Now, if you're dealing with bigger challenges, like a lot of fear or reactivity, seeing something like IABC or CBCCKA means that trainer has specialized expertise in canine behavior.
So now you have an idea of what makes a good trainer. But what about the actual training programs? Let's look at the different options and what you can probably expect to pay here in the Minnetonka area. You've basically got two main paths you can go down: group classes or private sessions. Group classes are awesome for learning to focus around other dogs and people. And yeah, they're definitely easier on the wallet. On the flip side, private sessions are tailored 100% to you and your dog. This is perfect if you're tackling something specific, like barking at the mail carrier or jumping on guests right in your own home.
So let's talk about the bottom line. What's this actually going to cost? Here's a general idea of the average prices you'll see around Minnetonka and Hennepin County. As you can see, a group class series is pretty affordable. Then you have private lessons and packages, which are more of an investment, and then something like a board and train, where your dog lives with a trainer, that's a much bigger commitment financially. This should help you figure out what works for your budget.
Okay, so you found a trainer or two that look promising. Now comes a really important part, the consultation. Think of it as an interview. You want to go in with some good questions so you can be sure it's the right choice.
This one is huge. You absolutely want to ask this. What you're listening for is an answer that lines up with that positive, rewards-based approach we talked about. A good trainer will be excited to tell you how they make learning fun and keep stress low for your dog without needing to use scary or intimidating tactics.
And right along with that, you'll want to ask about their credentials. You know, dog training and behavior is a field where we're always learning new things. So if a trainer is committed to continuing their education, it tells you they're serious about their profession and about using the most up-to-date, humane methods.
This question brings it all back home. How is this training going to work for us, right here in Minnetonka? A great trainer won't just give you a cookie-cutter plan. They'll listen to your specific challenges and help you train for real-life situations, whether that's walking politely past all the activity at the lake or just being calm when you have friends over.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about some practical stuff. Being a great dog owner in our city means knowing the local rules and, of course, knowing the best spots to go practice all those new skills. There are just three big ones to keep in mind here in Minnetonka. First, unless you're in a designated off-leash park, your dog needs to be on a leash that's 6 feet or shorter. Simple enough. Second, a current rabies vaccination isn't just a good idea, it's required by state law. And third, all dogs older than 6 months need to be licensed with the city. It's easy to do, and it's a huge help if your dog ever happens to get lost.
Okay, so you've done the work. Where can you go to practice? We've got some wonderful options. The fenced-in dog parks at Big Willow and Lone Lake are perfect for working on recall in a safe space. And if you want to practice your on-leash skills with some real-world distractions, the trails at Lake Minnetonka Regional Park or Carver Park Reserve are absolutely perfect for that.
You know, when it comes down to it, finding a great trainer is really about building a stronger, happier relationship with your dog. It gives you the skills and the confidence to make them a bigger part of your life. Good luck with your search and your training journey. Having a well-behaved dog makes everything better, for you, for your neighbors, and for your amazing companion.